And welcome everyone to the Woodbridge Channel coverage of high school sports. Tonight we've got a good one. It's going to be a football matchup between the Barons of Woodbridge and the JFK Mustangs. I'm Craig Coughlin. I'll be bringing the game with my colleague, our mayor, John McCormick. And to my left, Greg Ficarra. We'll be joined by Sam and Pagli in just a minute. But, Mayor, this is one that you and I have been talking about for about a week now. This is going to be a special game.
I can't wait. This is Kennedy comes in at 6-2. Woodbridge comes in at 5-3. They're both in the playoffs. You might think there's a tendency to, look past this game and get ready for the playoffs. But last year, Kennedy beat Woodbridge 38-0. Woodbridge is coming out, on fire. Kennedy wants to defend their home turf here. It's going to be a great game. Right.
It should be. We got a very explosive Woodbridge team and a terrific JFK team. Woodbridge rebounding from last year, and JFK, of course, having one of their best seasons in a long time. Greg, we got some explosive players, don't we?
Absolutely. This game, you could just throw away the record books. It's great that they're in the playoffs, but it's all about this game. It's living in the moment. You got good players on both sides. I can't wait for it.
Well, you played in this game, right? You're a JFK alum. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Absolutely. This is the time when you're playing in front of your family and friends. You got bragging rights that you talk about till you're an old man like I am, so there's a lot of excitement with this.
And, Mayor, we've seen both of these teams before. Woodbridge Kid has just some terrific athletes, don't they?
They both have top county athletes. When you think about it, we have all three teams in the playoffs for the first time ever. We have top three quarterbacks. Kennedy has Andrew Roberts. Woodbridge has Tracy Fudge. You go over to Colonia, they have Tenny Anawusi. And on the running side and receiving side, we've got Kasim Glover is in the top three in receiving in the county. Terrence Young, he's from Woodbridge. Terrence Young's in the top three from Kennedy, and in the Colonia side, you got Sam Piro's leading the county in rushing. You got a phenomenal group of athletes in our schools today, and it's going to be one heck of a game.
It really is, and it's a special one. And so let's bring in our sideline reporter, Sam. You've been with us.
There we go. This is your second time doing a game with us. You're a sophomore here at JFK. What's it like in school?
It's a lot, especially because us and Woodbridge are really big rivals. So.
And are people talking about it? Are the regular kids, the kids that don't play, that don't cheer, that aren't in the band, are they talking about it? Are they pumping up the players?
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Well, it feels like football tonight. So we'll be back for the start of the game in just a few minutes. Stay with us, everybody. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are underway as the Mustangs win the toss. They elect to defer. They'll take in the second half. And Woodbridge gets it, runs it back to the 40. Still on his feet and going. Let's see. I didn't see who that was.
Number 12 from Woodbridge. It was Isaiah Esposito.
So the Barons will go to work. First possession of the game. John, as I said, it feels like winter out here.
Oh, it's cold. I had to go home and get my jacket. I didn't realize how cold it was when I left today. See if we can set some players free in the offense. Dave McDevitt on the line for Woodbridge, number 79. Number 77 is Elon Capers. Number 6, Tyler Smith. Number 10, of course, is Tracy Fudge, the outstanding quarterback.
Just a junior.
See who else. Number 2 split out. That's Percy Martin. Number 20, we all know, is Nat Apoku.
Fudge out of the shotgun, keeps it himself, runs around the right end.
Big gainer.
A lot of room, cuts it back inside, and gets knocked down there by number 23. That's Sean Aston, the sophomore. Finally taken down, but not before he picks up about...
Looks like about 15 yards.
Yeah, 14 yards. Yeah, they spot it right at the 45, so that's closer to 15, John.
See the rest of the team on the Woodbridge side. Woodbridge has a big offensive line.
They do.
I can't see all the guys. Number 11, if we know, Kasim Glover. Great receiver for the Barons.
Terrific speed out of the shotgun again. Fudge takes it, looks left, throws left,
got him.
wide open.
He's got
That's
Glover.
going to be
He's gonna go.
down to the
Oh, he's
inside
short.
the 5, down to about the 3-yard line.
Wow.
He hit a wide open Glover. That was
Wow.
a pretty pass too, John.
That was a beautiful strike. Looked like they've been practicing that their whole lives. That's a 41-yard gain.
Greg, what happened on that play?
42.
Yeah,
How'd he get so wide open?
Woodbridge was in a trips formation on the left-hand side, and Glover just went straight down the field. So I'm not exactly sure where the breakdown was, but he was wide open.
60 is Vincent Sakino. Now we get a better view of some of these guys.
Woodbridge is really spreading the field, guys. They had trips on the left-hand side and split on the right. They're taking advantage of the full field.
And here they go. 1st and goal at about the 3.
Lanier split left.
He goes in motion. He gets
No,
the ball.
called off the play.
There's a whistle.
I think he had 2 guys moving before the ball there.
You know, we said coming in, this is 2 tight teams. Kennedy 6-2, Woodbridge 5-3.
And I guess it was a timeout. Looks like it was a timeout call.
Oh, maybe Kennedy called timeout.
Yeah, Kennedy.
Yeah, they did.
That was a Woodbridge call.
Oh, wait, no, you're right.
According to the scoreboard.
It
Now,
says visitor, yeah. I don't know
why
if
would
that's
Woodbridge
right.
have called a
I don't know,
timeout and
they
then
have
run the
momentum.
play?
They're not calling timeout.
That's got to be wrong. Woodbridge quickly back out onto the field. They're eager to get going, which makes me believe they were not the team that called the timeout.
See if they come back with the same play. They were running a sweep to the left-hand side. They're in a different formation. They reversed the formation. They're going to come the right way now.
Glover split right. Everybody else packed in.
Here they go. Same play, other way.
Lanier with the ball, cuts it back inside, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and goes in for the touchdown.
Nate Lanier with 3 yards. How about that? 3 plays, touchdown.
They just flipped the formation and went strong right and ran the same play the opposite way.
Minute and 32 seconds. 60-yard touchdown drive. Lanier on the 3-yard run. Puts the Barons on the board. We said at the top that they were explosive.
I was going to say at the top, we didn't have time to get into too much, but I think this could come down to kicking. We have 2 pretty good kickers.
Tyler
Matt
Smith, the holder.
Scalia is good.
And Henry
Oh, man,
Rakowski.
he's got such power.
That is good.
We saw Matt Scalia kick a phenomenal 33-yard field goal against New Brunswick to win the game. It was tied at 21 in the 4th quarter, remember?
Yeah, that was
5
the
seconds
I
to
wasn't
go.
there.
Oh, you weren't there? You did.
Yeah, it was opening day, yeah.
What a kick. And he missed a 27-yarder that would with 21, and he made a 33-yarder with 5 seconds to go. So it could come down to that. You got 2 very, very good kickers. The Kennedy team now, number 29. We don't have number 29. Number 32 is Anthony Shirley. Let's see who else. Number 31 is Jafet Tatis. Number 29, I said we don't have number 29. Number 35 is Brandon Ramirez. Further back, number 20 is Christian Rojas. Back to receive.
Ari King. And Andrew.
Here comes, watch this kick. Look at that. Oh, that's not among his greatest
comes
ones.
Out, shows that to 20. Taken there by one of the upbacks. That is
either number 8 or number 6.
That's number 8, Terrence Young. I think it's Young.
Terrence Young's a stud.
Gets it up to the 35, and so good field position for the Mustangs as they
Flores on the tackle.
take over.
First and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Mustangs.
Just underway here from JFK High School. Andrew Roberts, the quarterback, takes it. Inside handoff to Young.
Oh,
He's
good
met
tackle.
there.
Who got that? Let's see who got that.
That didn't surprise
Number 8.
anybody. That's Ryan Alcott.
Yeah, Ryan Alcott was not fooled.
Thank you.
He's such a good kid. We've been watching him on TV since he was in 4th or 5th grade.
Senior,
Yeah, he
diagnosed
nailed
that
him.
one.
That's a loss of 5.
Second and 15
on the defense for Woodbridge.
He got in there cleanly. Somebody had to miss the block for him to get in there that quickly.
Zaire Robinson, number 5. We have Tyler Smith, Kasim Glover, Natapoku. Zaire Robinson, I said number 5. Number 60 is Vincent Zucchino. 14, Alex Flores. He's always in a lot of tackles.
Roberts calls the signals, takes the snap quickly out to the into the flat.
That's Young.
That's Young, yeah. So he'll pick up the 5 yards they lost plus a few. And I'll bring up third and
9-yard
7.
gain.
3rd and 6.
Nice little quick screen there. Very effective. They motion the other way to act as a decoy, and then they come back with a throw this way.
Aston joins King in the backfield, and he'll take it. Nope. Yeah, he will. I'm sorry. He faked me out.
Straight dive right up the middle.
Met out at the line of scrimmage. May have lost a yard, and that's going to bring up third.
Who's that, 21? That's Sean Aston?
Yeah. Look like Tyler Smith on the tackle.
That'll be 4th down. I'd be surprised. They're going to go for no, it's a punter. Yeah. So Aston maybe a -1, and now we have a punt.
Back deep to receive is Tyler Bork, number 17.
And is that Kasim Glover?
Couldn't see. Yep.
Nice punt.
Takes a bounce at the 38 and skips out of bounds at the 39. So Barron's back in business.
Fast action here. Let's get you the Kennedy defense. 75 is Christian Cardoza. 37 is no 37. This is annoying when that happens.
I have most of them, John, here.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
okay, go ahead, go for it.
75 is Christian Cardoza, as you said. 58 is Demetrius Williams. Number 4 is Mark Rudolph. Number 3 is Step Ozigby. Number 11 is Harry King. Number 8 is Terrence Young. Number 35 is Brandon Ramirez, and we'll watch the play. Fudge rolls out left.
Oh!
Bounced off the hands.
Just a little bit off him. That was Natapoku.
Yeah. Might have been a little too much pepper on that ball. You had to throw that a little softer. Again, they're out there with that trips formation, and they're overloading that top side there, the left.
Number 22 is Carlos Rojas. Number 23 is Sean Aston, and I'm missing 2 players.
I didn't have Dellison Bueno from Woodbridge before, number 50.
They keep moving around on you, folks, is what happens. We're trying to read the numbers from up here, and then they'll move out of space. Oh, there we go. Thanks for the shot. Number 37 is not on our list, so we apologize to the family of number 37. And I think I said everybody else. And we see the Barons. There's that front line, John, you talked about.
I say they're big. They're not all big. The tackles are big.
Big is the guys from Colonia.
Fudge.
2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun. Surveys the situation. Here comes some pressure up the middle.
He's running it all the way.
Lanier. He sweeps around the left side. He's going to pick up a couple. And he'll be tackled there by a host of
So the
Mustangs.
snap went straight to Lanier. We'll give him 3.
Kennedy was bringing the house on that. They were blitzing their linebackers, and they're lucky they didn't get caught.
Sorry about the band, folks. They're right next to us outside the booth.
Glover falls down, and Fudge is in trouble.
23, Aston. What a play. He fought through the block and got Fudge's way, then he dove and got him by the ankle as he was getting away. So big sack for Sean Aston.
That's a big play for the Mustang defense right there.
Forcing the 4th down and the punt with 7:09 to go in the first
quarter. That's a loss of 6.
Absolutely. That was a great effort by Aston.
Watch Rakowski. This guy's got such a booming foot.
Rakowski, good, strong left foot.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh, and it's going to take a big Woodbridge roll.
Down to the 20 inside.
Picked another 10 yards or so on that bounce. It'll be touchdown by Lanier, and the Mustangs will have it again with 6:46 to go in the first quarter, trailing 7-0. Greg Ficara, John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, there we are. Or at least there were you two guys. All right, there we see Councilman Jim Major behind us.
Can you see my teeth chattering?
Can you see my hands numb? My fingers numb?
This is football weather.
Yeah, it is. I never thought about gloves.
I did. Gloves.
Gloves would have been a very good idea.
You can borrow mine. I don't know if your hands will fit. I don't know.
Hey, if it doesn't fit, don't acquit.
Okay, OJ. Full backfield, T backfield. Look at that. You don't see that too often.
Inside handoff to King. I think it was King.
Inside handoff to our King, number 11.
Picks up a couple.
Mustangs looking to ground it out a little bit down there.
They haven't had much success though running up the middle.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a gain of nothing. Oh, maybe a yard. No.
Yeah, it looks like they got a couple of yards. It's deceptive from here.
He wasn't moving it.
Full house backfield here again. This is interesting.
They're splitting Zigbee left, and that's who's right. I can't see.
Kennedy coming. I mean, Woodbridge
looks to throw
blitz.
now. Throws it down the middle of the field.
Good
Intended
play
for
by
Zigbee.
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, he got a hand on it. They were step through step.
That was a well-thrown pass, though. That was
a good pass.
Right on the target. On target.
The offensive player turned into the defensive player there.
Yeah, had to block him from intercepting.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a good play. Just Zigbee might have had a half a step on Smith. Not enough. Third down.
Third down.
Got 8.
Got a slot on both sides now. This is a passing offense.
Roberts came into the game with almost 900 yards in passing. Looks to throw it again. Now he's going to tuck it under and run. Got some room around the left side. He got the first down and more, and runs out of bounds wisely.
Out to the 45.
Yeah, see, that happens sometimes. You had a slot on both sides. It spreads the field out and it leaves some lanes for the quarterback to run. And that just worked out very well.
About a 22-yard gain, make it 23 for Andrew Roberts.
Roberts was the leading ground gainer for JFK coming into the game. He had 621 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry, and he improved both of those right there, John. Greg?
There's so many offensive weapons in the Greater Middlesex Conference on our 3 teams.
Kennedy in a bunch up on the right-hand side there.
The King, he goes around the left side, still dances.
Wow.
And Percy Martin, that was Percy Martin, number 2, who got him first. Probably no gain on the play. I saw in this News Tribune today, they were talking about this game, and they said the number 2 and 3 quarterbacks in the county. I'm assuming that
number 1.
Yeah, Adewusi is number 1, so that would mean 1, 2, and 3 are all from Woodbridge. This is a terrific year for Woodbridge football.
This is the best year ever.
Certainly since I can remember, right? Since we've been doing games.
John Haley said in 40 years we've never had all 3 teams make the playoffs.
Oh, wow. All right.
And he would know. He knows this stuff. TheAuthoritySports.com, folks.
Yeah.
Great website for high school sports, soccer, tennis, everything. We've got everything on there.
Woodbridge guy.
Trips left here.
Give to King inside. Got room to run. Powers forward.
I heard a whistle, but I guess there wasn't the real whistle.
That play developed very quickly.
Yeah. Once
Got
again,
a quick push for the offensive line.
Yeah, Craig, once again, you had trips closest to our side, which pulls out the defenders this way and leaves some lanes, and they go back the other way with the ball, and now they're gaining some yards on an inside play. You'll note the gaps of the offensive linemen are a little wider, too. They're looking to create some lanes there and neutralize the size of Woodbridge.
3rd and 2. Big play for the Mustangs. They don't want to have to make a decision about a 4th down.
Number 55, Anthony DeLeon, he's not giving up size to too many people. He's a big dude.
3 receivers left.
1 back set. Follow
Roberts,
quarterback.
Shoots at himself. He got hit at the line of scrimmage, but he kept on going. Gets closer to the line of scrimmage. He's still going to be about a yard short.
Depends that'll bring up where they mark it.
Yeah, he picked up a yard, but that's needed 2.
It'll be 4th and 1 and a decision to be made. Their ball rests just outside the 45 at about the 44.
I don't know. Here's a tough call early in the game.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, it does, but that's a tough call.
Woodbridge made some changes in personnel there on defense. They're looking to the sideline.
Sean Aston in the game.
Yeah, trots back in.
Comes already King.
King comes out.
Aston's more of a fullback type, so
Here we go. Big fourth
timeout.
down play, and now we're going to get a timeout.
They had some personnel confusion.
Yeah, they had
in there.
some and you know, it's the first half. Not a bad place to waste. Well, not waste in this case. It's not a waste of a timeout.
Woodbridge has Anthony Woods, number 88. Sorry.
That's okay.
Nick Figueroa, number 52.
You know, guys, with both of these guys heading into the playoffs next week, this is a great game because it has a playoff atmosphere to it. You know, and the players get that sense of urgency. So you really can't ask for a better prep game going into the playoffs.
And it's a revenge game because last year Kennedy walloped Woodbridge 38-0.
Right.
If the playoffs were to start today, Woodbridge would be what, the 7th seed, right?
6th seed, I think.
The 6th, okay.
Woodbridge would travel to Irvington. Kennedy
JFK would be
host
home.
West Morris.
They'd be the
believe.
4th seed.
Right.
And Colonia would be the 1 seed.
Colonia would go to, or would host somebody who, I forget who the 8th seed was.
I don't
Here's a
remember.
big play.
Here we go.
See if they're really going to run
Roberts
something. Oh, he might have moved.
keeps it himself. Howard Ford. Yeah, there's a flag.
A lot of flags in there.
I think Aston might have moved a little early.
Let's see if he got it.
It's going to go back. Going to go back, and they're going to have to punt the
Then
ball.
they'll punt it, yeah.
Well, if he doesn't make it, they'll decline it.
Good point. Let's see where it's at as they sort this out. Holding.
Oh, holding. It wasn't Aston moving.
Well, I still think you may be right, John. Let's see where it's at. It's short.
Oh boy,
so
yeah,
I
going to decline.
think that Woodbridge will decline the penalty and take the ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't give Roberts another chance to throw to those receivers. No
decline.
way.
First and 10 on their own 44-yard line.
You're thinking like a coach, John McCormick.
Don't ask me. I'm not a coach.
Well, you're thinking like one. Coach Nyers wanted the measurement.
We're starting to watch too many games. That's it.
Yeah.
This is fun, though, man. This year has been one great year to watch football games.
Really
I love it. And you put these kids on TV after the game. They're just such good kids, and they're so well spoken and they're so poised.
Quick pitch on the motion. Oof.
Nothing doing for
Lanier gets hit in the back. He's going to lose a couple of yards. Backfield, I should say, not in the back.
Some good defensive play so far on both sides of the ball.
The bottom of the pile, that's Sean Aston.
It's not a good year to be a Jet or a Giant fan.
No.
No, it's not. It's a good year to be a Colonia, Kennedy, or Woodbridge fan. Though.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, if they follow the traditional seeding and the things were to stay the same, Colonia would play JFK in the semifinal matchup, right?
Right. If they both win, they will.
They both win.
Well, is it the kind of thing? Is it reseeded or is it?
I don't know. That's
a
why
bracket?
I meant that
You know,
they
Greg?
followed the traditional bracket.
Is it reseeded or
I
is
think
it a bracket?
once the brackets are set, then
That's it?
Yeah, you're following it through.
So if 8 beats 1, they'll play 4 or 5, not number 2.
Right.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got a big 2nd down and 13 right here. Fudge looks right, throws it out into the flat. Smith is.
He's still on his feet for the first
he slips
down.
a tackle, gets the first down, and
Great second effort.
gets down to about the 43-yard line of the Mustangs.
Very good second effort. Put that hand down on the ground to balance himself and got that first down.
Picked up 12.
He made a nice play in getting himself open. He had a lot of room.
Well, the man's the homecoming king. He's got game, you know. Last week at Woodbridge High School at halftime, he was elected by his peers the homecoming king. I saw him at out this week at a restaurant, and I was ribbing him a little bit.
Who's that, Smith?
Smith. He was with Kasim Glover, and I said, "Oh man, it's the homecoming queen. King. Where's your queen?"
Hand off to Lanier.
Now he's got
a
some
blocker
blockers
in front of him. He's got some room around the corner. Now he accelerates, and nobody's going to catch him. That's going to be a touchdown for the Barons.
Touchdown.
No flags.
As Nate Lanier goes around the left side, and the Barons quickly jump out on top, 13-0.
That's a crusher play right there, boy.
As the Baron cheerleaders happened to be over in front of Kennedy when the touchdown was scored.
That was a terrific play for Woodbridge.
You're right, Craig. When he turned that corner and cleared the line, it's like he turned the Jets on.
Right.
And he outran everybody once he got around that corner.
There comes Rutkowski. He'll boot this like a field goal. This thing will clear, whether it's good or not, it'll clear by a mile. Blocked.
Block.
Got a little tip on it.
He's had that problem, or they, not he. It's not his fault. It's blocked. They've had the problem that the the Woodbridge team has had a problem with extra points.
Changing sides. I'm going to pass the headsets over to Councilman Major for a minute.
All right.
Thanks, Greg.
So, Jim, welcome.
Good to be here.
Now, you walked over to the game, right? You live about 3 blocks away, right?
Absolutely. In fact, I was here this afternoon doing a little bit of laps for some exercise, and I was watching them. They were putting down the carpet on the infield side of the baseball field.
Oh, were they really? They're laying the turf?
Yeah, and then
right.
it started raining, a little bit of wind, but it was good.
Let's get you the Kennedy kicking team. 21, Faisan Tawfiq. 81 is Darren Tabon. 17 is Tyler Bork. 12, Isaiah Exposito. 14 we know is Alex Flores. 2 we know is Percy Martin. Who else can we see out there? Not enough time.
Rakowski
for him in a low kick.
Short kick coming out to about the 23. It's taken there by Jerry Mott. Mott gets all the way out to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line. What do you want to say?
Let's see. What do you have? Looks like it's on the 37 now.
And that's where the Mustangs will go. Jim, the Mustangs need a score here.
Yeah, absolutely. They got to get something on the board, get going.
See Chris Cossey down there, he's clerk of the works.
Looking at his work.
Yeah, responsible for all of these fields this year. He is our, what would you call him, construction manager, special project manager, whatever.
He's done a fantastic job. Inside handoff, and nothing there.
Yeah, Chris got a lot to be proud of. He's done a great job in moving multiple projects along at the same time.
I think that was Alex Lagrippo. Big guy in the middle stopped him at first, and then somebody else took him down. Who was that? Who ran that, Craig?
I don't know. Sorry.
Who ran that? Oh, Allen ran it. Okay.
Yeah, second down and about 8. Allen in the shotgun, as always. Young in motion. Takes the handoff, keeps it himself, still moving his legs, and then he gets dragged down unceremoniously, I might add.
That was Roberts?
Yeah, Roberts.
Yep.
Picked up another 3 or so, 4 maybe.
Give him 4.
Gonna bring up 3rd and a long 4.
I need paper with lines on it.
You hate paper with lines?
I need paper with lines the other way. Does anybody want to get me some for Christmas? I need graph paper.
All right.
But I'm not asking for much.
You look like you need some of that accounting paper.
Yeah. And when you think I'm an accountant, you think I'd have some.
3 wide receivers
high snap.
left. He looks right. Throws it. Quick pass.
Threaded the needle.
Pass complete. Roberts to Ozigby.
Step Ozigby.
That's a great name.
What do you think? I didn't mark down where it started.
It was
37, 14 minus the 6. So give me 8.
Ball resting on the 49-yard line of the Barons. 11 seconds to go here in the first
quarter. That's a big play, you know.
I think they'll let the clock run down, and we'll throw it to our sideline reporter.
As soon as it's going to go down, yeah.
All right, he's getting ready. It was an impressive first quarter for the Barons, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
All right, and now
let's go to Samantha Impagli on the sideline.
So I just talked to Mr. Daly about how he felt about this first quarter, and he said that both teams are really just trying to feel each other out before they start playing to their full potential.
Okay, thank you, Samantha. Hey, Samantha, if you can hear me, Lee, maybe we can try to get the stats on the information on the kid in the wheelchair so we can announce it. Maybe she can go. She might even know since he's from Kennedy.
Tyler is the young man's first name. They honored him by having him run the ball.
I think he scored it all on his own, man. You see the big move? He went off tackle, went right into the end zone.
Mustangs going the other way this time. Nice pass. That's a nice pitch and catch.
Who is that? Can you see?
It is, I think it's number 4.
Of course, Mark Rudolph.
That's a nice play by Allen. He had a roll left and throw right, and a right-handed quarterback, that's always tricky.
It was a nice play to get a little bit of momentum going.
Give him a 16-yard gain on that.
Good drive by the Mustangs.
First down from the 33.
Rudolph comes right. Now Young in motion. Snap a little bit high, but and Allen gets it to King. Not much there. See who's at the bottom of the pile. Nate Lanier at the bottom of that pile, number 30.
King lost a yard.
Snap was a little high.
That's 2 in a row that were high. Got to watch that.
And it's slow in development too, and probably because of the high snap.
Tell you what, Allen and Fudge will run an extra 1,000 yards, I think, tonight because they run to the sidelines for every.
Yeah, right. You mean Roberts?
Roberts, what did I say? Allen?
Yeah.
Robert. And
I never liked that, but I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it.
Everybody does.
Roberts keeps it.
Rolls left.
Good pursuit,
but himself finds a move. Kind of slipped, it looked like. And slides down out of bounds. Colonia doesn't do that all the time. They'll all stand up at the line and look to the sidelines.
Yeah.
They go no huddle. You see, ouch, that hurt. Sorry.
We'll give Roberts 6 on that play.
My headphones.
Third and 5.
So another big third down play here. Mustangs want to keep this drive alive.
7th play to drive, 2 first downs.
3 wide
They'll probably go
receivers.
for it anyway. This is probably 4-down territory.
This is certainly 4-down territory. But then you should play this one. Andrew Allen comes right.
Oh, man, number 59 just walloped him, Alex LaGrippo.
He didn't.
Alcott was in on that, too. So was number 88, Anthony Woods. Boy, he just got popped.
Roberts looked right,
That's
and
a loss
before
of
you knew
5.
it, he was clobbered. Now let's see if they
I still think they'll go for it. I think they'll throw it in the end zone. Not the end zone.
Beyond the
Just make sure they go for the first down marker. Unlike half the times you watch a game on TV in the pros, they don't do it.
I know they run it short. I guess they're counting on guys making a play, but.
All right, it's 3rd and 8. Let's go down 4 now.
You do something good when you catch it. Clock ticks away. 9:13 to go. 9:12.
4th and 10.
Allen and Rudolph right. Going down the middle, though, a little bit high, intended for Young off his hand. He can't haul it in.
Just high.
Just on the fingertips.
That's only his second. It's only his second incomplete pass of the game.
On downs. So that was a good drive by the Mustangs, but
8 plays, 2 first downs. They got took away some yardage or moved it some yardage, but not enough.
So, Jim, tell us, is there talk in the community about the new turf and the new baseball fields?
Absolutely positive all around, and this is from everybody, whether they have kids in school or we're talking about senior citizens. I see people here every day.
That's the pitch
to Schuler, his first carry.
Yeah, first time we've called Zenier's name. Fudge operating from under center that time. Change of pace. Schuler picks up a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, but Schuler was out the first quarter. Lanier had a big workload, and he did well with it.
And we see the Mustangs mascot, 73. Is that for carries here?
It's what?
Is that for carries here?
I think
73?
so. I think so. Run around there.
Fudge sends Lanier in motion. Now he drops back, rolls right, throws it for, I think that was a Puku.
It looks like a Puku. Complete.
Yep. Picked up the.
But he caught it on the ground, so he couldn't do much with it. About 2 yards.
Now bring up 3rd and 7.
Woodbridge would love a sustained drive here.
Yeah. And for Kennedy, this is a big defensive play
really
right
is,
here.
It really is.
It's early in the game, 7:50 to go here in the first half. But
they can stop him, get the ball in good field position, and cut it in half.
shotgun this time. Fudge calls the signal, takes it, drops straight back, looks up the middle, gets pressure, avoids it, now he throws it.
Away.
As he gets taken to the ground.
Pressuring the quarterback.
Pressure came from Aston. And so that'll bring up 4th down, and the Barons will have to punt it away.
Aston's having a game.
Yeah, he
Number
is.
71, Harry Rakowski.
Punt return team now. We got some new guys. Number 48, we don't know who he is.
Andrew Allen will be.
We don't know who 29 is. We don't know who 26 is. Sorry, folks, this is not our fault. Varsity football listing does not have these guys. Rakowski with a boomer.
Kind of got off the end of his foot. Takes another good bounce, but goes out of bounds.
Why don't we have these players?
And you're right at the 31, and that's where JFK will have the ball with 7:21 to go, trailing 13-0 on a cold, crisp November night.
It's
So
certainly is cold.
interesting tidbit. Kennedy beat Carteret, which beat Woodbridge. Woodbridge beat St. Joe's, which beat Kennedy.
There you go. Well, I guess that makes them pretty much even, right?
And they both lost to Colonia. That's Kennedy's only 2 losses were Colonia and Carteret. Woodbridge lost to Colonia.
Carteret was by a point, wasn't it?
Yeah, Carteret was by touchdowns.
Touchdown.
Bishop Bar by a point, and then Colonia. Boom!
Oh, big hit on Allen. He caught it, and Percy Martin was there to put the lick on him.
Man, oh man, it's going to hurt tomorrow morning.
Pass complete to Allen, stop made by Martin.
Particularly when it's cold, Jim. That's gotta hurt.
It does,
up of
but
2.
these young guys, they do a lot better than we do, Craig.
Oh, if somebody hit me like that, I'd still be on the ground.
I'd be on the ground, and I'm bigger than both of them. Kennedy needs something to go here. They want to
Three wide receivers right.
at least cut it in half at halftime. Don't want to be down
Young,
2.
Allen. Roberts takes it. Goes up
like
the
a
middle.
gap, but it closed
Looks like
quick.
he got tripped, it looked like. I think
Not on
Lanier
purpose.
no, I think Lanier got knocked to the ground. I think
Yeah.
their legs may have gotten tangled up. And so he loses a couple of feet.
No, he picked up. Yeah, he gained a few. He gained about 3.
Sorry.
Looked like he had a running lane there for a
He
moment.
did for a second, didn't it?
Yeah. Now let's see what the Mustangs do here.
The JFK Mustang Club, what a group of people, are collecting money tonight for the family last night in that Colonia fire. Their house was destroyed.
Really,
All they had was what they were wearing when they got home after the fire had engulfed their home. All they had was what they were wearing. Oh, that almost looked
There's
bad
the
there.
pitch to King.
That almost looked like it was going to be awkward there.
Olcott made a nice play there. He forced it back inside and then was able to tie up the runner as the rest of his teammates arrived. And so the Mustangs will have to punt again. There's the clock winding down here. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Snap is back. Kick is a good one.
Glover takes it on the run ball. He called a fair catch.
Yeah. And he sort of ran into number 48, whose name does not appear on our roster. Another page?
I don't know. We got 1 to 75. I don't think we're missing a page.
We're not missing a page. Well, anyway.
I didn't write out. How did the Mustangs go out the time before this? They punted the last one. Was it downs or was it a punt again?
It was on downs.
It's down.
All right, so a punt, downs, punt. Whereas Woodbridge is TD, punt, TD, downs.
Now Woodbridge with 3 wide receivers right. Although
There goes
Pucco now
Fudge.
goes right. Fudge rolls around looking for some room. Darts up field and gets taken down there by, it was number,
He never thought about passing. That was a run
yeah,
all
that
the
was
way.
a run all the way. Brandon Ramirez, number 35.
Aston got a little bit of a limp. That's not
Yeah,
good.
that's not good. He's signaling to the sideline that he wants to stay in as Fudge trots back from having conferred with Coach Nyer.
We'll give Fudge 6 on that. Pretty good first down play.
Yep. Lanier and Smith come left. Now Lanier goes in motion. Snap is low. Fudge gives it off, and it's going to be short of the first down, I think.
Good fake by Lanier, though.
Yeah.
By Fudge.
Fudge, yeah. And it's going to be a third and about a yard. Just a hair over the midfield stripe.
If they get this, they can hold the ball through the half without too much trouble.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Now we see some of the Mustang players. Fudge calls the signals. Going to keep it himself, goes right up the middle, lots of room, has it. First down and more.
First down and plenty.
Big play.
I think that was Kyle.
That's an 18-yard gain.
I'm sorry, Jerry Mott, I think, was in on that stop, number 5.
So what a big difference, you know, 19 or 20 to nothing versus 13 nothing.
Absolutely. That
yeah, this
tries
is
a nail.
This is a big drive for. I think it's a bigger drive for JFK than it is for Woodbridge. Here's a pitch back to Schuler, right? And he gets taken out of bounds there.
A lot of pursuit on that.
Ramirez, I think, was there to lead that
wow, he
charge.
lost, marking it as a 2-yard loss.
Second down and 13 yards to go for Woodbridge.
You don't see Schuler lose yards too often.
Yeah. So second and
he had a great drive last week against Plainfield.
Crowd all bundled up in blankets. First time we've seen that this year.
Woodbridge was up 14-7. It was the whole second half, no scores.
Now Coach Myers wants to call, takes a timeout. He wasn't happy about that. With 2:47 to go, the Barons will have one left, leading 13-0.
So anyway, Woodbridge scored on their first and fourth possession. South Plainfield scored right after that. The rest of the half went scoreless. The whole second half went scoreless until Woodbridge got the ball out, a few minutes left. And it was Schuler left, Schuler right, Schuler middle, boom, boom, boom. Took the ball down probably 60 yards. And then with a handful of seconds to go, Coach Myers had Fudge take a knee so as to not rub it in on the last play. Schuler could have just scored the way he was running in his sleep.
Yeah.
But classy move.
Yep. Admire that.
I expect nothing less from Myers. He's just a good guy. All the coaches are good. They're all local. I mean, Maurizio grew up here, played for Kennedy. Rorty grew up here. Myers grew up here. They've got roots here.
Myers' children go to Woodbridge, right?
Well, Anthony, one of my favorite kids in the whole school system for the early years. We saw him early when we first started doing the games. Big kid, plays basketball.
Yeah, hard-nosed,
power forward,
basketball player.
Tight end, yeah. Maurizio's dad was a cop in Woodbridge. Rorty's family lived in Island for a long, long time.
And we got a flag. It just barely got lined up. And let's see. It's going to be against Woodbridge.
Small penalty. Only the first penalty for, except for the holding, which didn't count because the yards weren't.
I think this is, first penalty of the game, right?
Well, the holding was a penalty, but no, they declined it.
What was it for? I guess it was for delay of games? Motion?
I don't know. It's hard to have a delay of game after a timeout.
Right. Well, they do start the clock. Anyway, Fudge calls the signals. Sends
second and 15.
Right to Glover. Right down the middle on a crossing pattern. Sending it around the outside.
No, he gets taken down at the last minute.
Nice stop there by number 22 of the Mustangs. That is Carlos Rojas, a 5'7", 135-pound sophomore.
That's inside the 5. That's at the 5. That's a 36-yard gain to Glover.
Touchdown saving pass, tackle on that crossing pattern. He
Rojas
ran right across the middle. Fudge made it through a strike.
And Glover caught it on the run. He's now got a 42-yarder and a 36-yarder. This is a guy who's among the leaders already.
He hit him in stride.
He's got 78 yards already tonight before the first half's over. First and goal to 5. You smell something burning?
Yes, I do.
As long as it's not us. Here comes Schuler. He's going to cut it up. And did he get in?
Yes, he did. Touchdown Schuler on the run around the right end. So Janier Schuler scores, and Woodbridge takes a commanding 19-0 lead.
Well, that's good that he got that, because he could have had the one last week, like we said, but the coach called a knee. So nice move giving him the ball on that one.
So is that a 5-yard touchdown run?
Yeah.
And Woodward's going to huddle up. Somebody called timeout. Was the Mustangs with 2:09 to go.
It's a quick game. It's 7:45 for those of you watching at home. You don't, because you're watching in the morning and afternoon, midnight. We don't know when you're watching it, but it's only 45 minutes into the game.
You see some of the
one of the fastest games of the year. Yeah, one of the fastest games of the year.
Not anymore. Not now they said it.
Yeah, jinxed. Commercial break? We don't take commercial breaks.
Someone here in the booth said it must be a commercial break. Yeah, this one's sponsored by Lee's Auto Body.
You guys catch if that was a timeout to one of these teams?
Barron's going to go for 2.
Oh, that's why they called timeout.
Yeah, that's why Mustangs called timeout. I think they were expecting the extra point. Fudge keeps it himself, rolls right, looks, throws into the end zone,
too high.
Tipped away. This tip was probably too high and too wide anyway, so the 2-point try fails. And with 2:09 to go, we'll take a break. Come on back, everybody.
Get your ass in suit. You're not sitting here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help, but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
And welcome back, everybody. Jim Major, John McCormick, Craig Coughlin, and Greg Ficarra.
Boom, there's a standard Rakowski kick.
Along with
back to the 7.
Samantha and Paglia. And a big hit there as Allen tries to heads up field.
We haven't called his name at all tonight, but boy, the kicking team, he spanked them.
And we see number 21, Andrew Allen. Mustangs need to get something going. There's not much time left, just 2 minutes and 3 seconds. They only have 1 timeout left. Well, according to the scoreboard, they have no timeouts left. I think that's probably right. Remember, we thought they had charged one to Woodbridge earlier, which was really against the Mustangs. So they'll have to hurry up. They have the players to make something happen in a hurry. Roberts forced out of the pocket, throws it intended for Mark Rudolph.
Allen had Glover beat by a little bit, but maybe it's because Glover read it and knew he was going the other way.
Well, I think I don't think it was a designed rollout. I think he got pressure and was forced outside. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 11 seconds went off the clock. The risk to the Mustangs is that they don't get the first down, and they throw 3 quick plays. This one goes right down the middle, almost intercepted.
Oh, Zaire Robinson almost
had his hands on it.
You're right, though. Now they're gonna give Woodbridge a chance to throw a couple bombs in the end zone.
Let's see if they keep it on the ground and try to run some clock. 1:52 to go. Woodbridge has 2 timeouts. So they should
the clock down there says Mustangs have 2, Barons have none.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I looked at it backwards. My apologies. Well, they haven't had a call any timeout on this drive. Anyway.
But still, that's enough time for Woodbridge to throw 3 or 4 bombs. 4 bombs, you know, get a series out of it.
Rudolph is wide right. Young and Allen wide left. And we get a whistle.
Whistle here.
He changed something at the line of scrimmage. And,
let's see who that's going to be against. Probably going to be against the offense to stop the play. Unless he had a path to the quarterback.
Yep. Against Kennedy, probably.
Penalty against the Mustangs, 5 yards.
Pushing back 5 more. bring up 3rd and 15. And the mountain gets a little steeper for JFK.
Third and 15.
Takes the snap. Quick
picked
pitch,
off.
Picked off by Lanier.
He gonna go
Nobody in front of him.
No.
He goes in for that.
Yes, he
Touchdown.
does. Touchdown.
So
Wow.
Nate Lanier with his 3rd touchdown of the game. This one on an interception. He ran it back 15 yards. And the Barons shocked the Mustangs with 1:40 to go and jump out to a 25-0 lead.
Wow, what a play. Because we see a replay of that. Oh, the replay's not working. All right. What a play. There is the Barons kicking team, or is it the 2-point team?
Let's see.
I don't see Rakowski out there, so they're probably going for 2 again. Oh, this is a weird formation. Look at this. Center, Fudge and 2 guys. Throws it quick.
Fudge throws it out into the flat.
Oh, they stopped it.
Did he get there? Nope.
They stopped it.
I didn't see who that was.
It was 5 and 8 for Kennedy. That's Jerry Mott and Terrence Young. A little bit of razzle-dazzle didn't work.
I don't know who was that, Glover that the pass was thrown to? I don't know. Pass was complete, but the 2-point conversion fails, and so with 1:40 to go, the Barons will remain on top 25-0.
That was an impressive stop by Kennedy because the numbers were with Woodbridge. I think they shocked them with that formation. And they had 2 defenders against probably 4 offenders, and the defense won.
That was the first interception of the year by Lanier.
He's having a game, huh?
He is. 3 touchdowns in the first half.
And here's Rutkowski for the kick.
Well, the good news for JFK is they're going to get the ball back with 1:40 to go and 2 timeouts.
Yeah. They had the ball back with 2 and change to go and 2 timeouts.
Coming into the game, Lanier had 5 touchdowns on the season. Now as 8 Young catches it. Sort of like a center field going backwards. It gets upended there by Percy Martin. Percy Martin's made some big hits today, John.
He sure has. You know, look at the stands over in Woodbridge. I wonder if a lot of people are over here on the sidelines or sitting in the stands over here. Not many people in the Woodbridge stands.
Well, it was pretty sparse. You know, I'm poking my head out, trying to look down the thing. It was pretty sparse.
The weather, yeah.
Before the game. Now, it may have been a late arriving crowd. There we see the Woodbridge side a little closer.
I was thinking as I was walking up, can there be 2 schools closer together? Then, I mean, this is 1.3 miles from Woodbridge to Kennedy driving. As the crow flies, it's probably an hour. There goes a handoff up the middle.
An hour?
A mile.
Oh.
Probably a mile as the crow flies. Can 2 schools be closer? I mean, I started thinking about Bishop Bar and St. Joe's. Straight down Plainfield Avenue. You think that's
pretty close?
Who carried that, do you know?
I don't know. I was trying to envision St. Joe's and Bishop Bar. That's what I get for listening to you.
Who carried that?
Mustangs letting the clock run now. Guess they're going to be content to.
We think it was King that carried that, so we'll give King 3.
Full house backfield. Going to keep it again on the ground. Roberts dancing around, finds some room. He's got a penalty. Let's see what that is.
So this was a quick game.
Could be a face mask. Let's see.
It's against JFK.
There we go. We got the referees. Face mask. Face mask.
Oh, against the Barons.
Yeah. That'll move the ball forward 15 yards and take it up to the 45. Now let's see if the Mustangs are interested in trying to do something here. 45 seconds to go. Still have those timeouts. Clock is running.
Yeah, what are they not taking the timeouts for?
I do not know.
I don't know what if they realize.
Well, they were keeping the ball on the ground. I thought they were content to go in at halftime, but Now all of a sudden they move the ball pretty far and they keep it on the ground again. This time King powers forward. I'm not sure the clock should have been running there.
I don't know.
First down.
After that penalty, I thought it would have stopped.
Still running.
And they're not going to take a timeout. So that's where we're going to be at halftime.
I am perplexed.
With 9 seconds to go, the clock will run down, and now Mustangs are just going to walk off the field. So they trail at halftime, 25-0.
Okay, let's get our camera over to Samantha Paglia, and let's see what she has to report.
Samantha, take it away.
So I just talked to Mr. Daly about Tyler, who was in the wheelchair. He's been coming to every single practice and every game home and away for 2 years, and he's a big part of the team.
Do we know Tyler's last name? I don't know if Samantha can hear us now. Maybe somebody who's doing the camera could ask Samantha if she knows the young fellow's last name. Okay. All righty. So it was a great half for the Barons. Disappointing half for JFK as we head to halftime with the score Woodbridge 25 and JFK nothing. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Stay with us, everybody.
because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are willing to propose, and one we are going to
Welcome back, everybody, as we get set for the start of the second half. John McCormick, Greg Ficara, and Craig Coughlin here from JFK High School. It was a great first half for the Barons, John.
Shocking score here, 25-0. Nobody could have expected this. Kennedy coming in 6-2, Woodbridge 5-3. Evenly matched across the board. Same wins, same losses against opponents, except for a few. Let's go back to the last touchdown.
Replay working, so we're going to take a look at that. We see all of the touchdowns. Particularly big first half for that young man, Nathan Lanier. He had 3.
Great effort on that one.
Now watch him accelerate around the corner, and bam, he is gone.
Look at that, look at that.
Afterburners there.
There's Schuler's touchdown. No, it's not. Yes, it is Schuler's touchdown.
Breaking
and then there should be the pass.
Yeah, and the interception here by Lanier. That's his 4th third of the day.
Yeah, he was up high to get that one. He leaped all the way.
It's only the 2nd time this season that JFK has given up more than 3 touchdowns in the game. So Rakowski will kick it off. Mustangs won the toss, elected to defer, and he really got all of that one. It comes down to
about the 7.
Allen about the 7. He's up to the 25,
oh,
to the
he almost
30.
Had a lane.
Yep, he almost broke it through. Gets out to about the 33, and JFK will go to work there as we start the second half, and they've got some work to do, Greg.
Absolutely. I think they got to just take it series by series, play by play here, and try to creep back into the game.
Yeah, they really, I think, we got a whistle and a stoppage of play.
Pointing something at the clock. The clock
is continuing to roll.
Clock is not stopped. I think there was a problem with the clock late in the first half.
Should have stopped on that timeout, or on that penalty, I should say.
11:50. It says 11:29 now. There can't be. That wasn't a 31-second return.
See, this would be a perfect time if the referee was mic'd up. Yeah. We would be able to help the guy up there on the clock.
They put it back to 11:50.
11:50, yep. And so the Mustangs will go to work there. And as we started to say, they really could use, well, a
drive and a touchdown.
Yeah, that would really kind of restabilize things for JFK. They start on the ground.
Young still moving.
Gets 5 and then falls forward for another one.
That was a great effort there. Kept his feet moving.
First half, I show Young with a carry for a -5. Ashton 1 for 1. King 6 for 16. Roberts 7 for 33. So not even 50 yards rushing for the Mustangs. You start thinking about the second half, so maybe they get 6 possessions. Maybe.
Maybe.
They got to score in 4 of them. That's if Woodbridge doesn't score.
Does come down to the math, doesn't it?
Everything's about math in society. Everything's about the numbers.
Inside handoff this time to
nice
Allen.
Run.
He's got some room around the left side. He's still on his feet and gets driven out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. They did something good there, Greg.
Yeah, it looks that way. You know, I'm just looking out there. Some of the players on Woodbridge, do we have some substitutes in there now, possibly?
Maybe.
That's a 26-yard run for Aston.
It was Aston. I said Allen. It was Aston.
I don't know. Let's see the players. It's still Floric. It's still Zucchino. It's too early to be subbing.
Yeah, I just thought I saw some new.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of subbing when you got the game in order, and you know, I can't stand seeing starters in a game that's out of control, but this is not out of control.
And you got a 25-point lead.
Yeah, well, you know, you're also looking at a playoff game next week. You want to keep your players fresh but not tired.
Roberts gives it off.
Tripped up.
Stumbling forward is Young, and he was
on fire.
Arm tackle away from being gone.
It's a pickup of about 7.
Made a Puku on the stop.
Give him 8.
So
Kennedy's coming out on fire. 3 runs, 40 yards.
Came in with nearly 1,500 yards rushing.
Wow. It must have been fast.
Yeah.
Because he was walking around.
Yeah.
It looked pretty good to start this second half.
What's his name? I thought,
he passed away.
I just saw that too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
A shotgun again. Inside handoff to Young.
Again.
He dances outside when there's nothing there. Gets grabbed by Martin and thrown to the ground. Boy, Percy Martin has had a big game
yeah. He still, no, he lost about 2. No, yeah, lost about 2.
That was a pretty deliberate tackle there.
Yeah,
huh? That was a little explanation point.
Yeah, it really was. Percy Martin leads the team in tackles with 76. 12 solos. And get it to that. Ball up in the air now. Young gets it. Oh, jumps over Lanier. Still on his feet.
Kennedy.
He's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. So Terrence Young.
Wow, we got to see the replay
on
that.
That one.
That was an option. He pitched the ball out, but
pitched it late.
Yeah, real late.
And it was high. Nice play by Young.
It was like a 10-yard pitch. Here we go.
Here it is again.
Going into the line. Whoa!
Whoa! He kind of flips it out there. Nice play by Young. That's a live ball, by the way. Lanier misses the tackle, and Young is off to the races. And Lanier comes back.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play.
Kick is up and good by Matt Scalia. Just like that.
Just what the doctor ordered for the Mustangs.
One play at a time. Now you need a defensive stop. Nothing like a little score to bring a little life back to a team.
That's about a 29-yard play.
Yeah, a little hop in the step now, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if the momentum swings.
Mustang bleachers are lively again.
67-yard drive, went only 5 plays. 6, 26, 8, -2, and 29. And now Woodbridge wants to have a nice sustained drive.
5 minutes and 38 seconds.
Take away momentum and take away clock.
Start at 12.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 38 seconds. 2:38. Scalia now.
Forgot it was high school.
I didn't even
12-minute quarters. He gets into it at the 40. It's going to come to the up back at the 20. He's up to the 25, to the 30, and then falls forward to about the 33-yard line. So good field position.
Yeah, let's see it one more time. He actually pitched that ball when he was wrapped up.
Yeah.
Right here. He's wrapped up.
Martin has his
that
arms around him. Nice cut back there by Young, and you think he's done, but he bounces out.
Yeah.
And he's
I
off
tell you
to the
what, do you
races.
call that a pass? You got to call it a pass,
Yeah,
right?
you could, like a shovel pass.
I had it as a run, but that's a pass.
Yeah, it's considered a shovel pass.
He had to be close to the line of scrimmage, though.
I think the question is going to be if that was forward or backwards. If
No, I think
backwards, it was a pitch.
I thought it was forward. That's what made me ask.
Yeah.
First down play. Nothing doing.
Yeah, nothing there. So the Mustang defense picking up where the offense left off.
A little fired up.
Greg, you talked about it off the air, about the motion that the Barons had been using to get the receivers free. Right?
Yeah, they're effectively using motion to create a mismatch, and the Mustang secondary has to adjust, and that was creating the seams there, and we'll see if they go back to that. They use the motion a lot, either to gain an extra blocker or to get a mismatch.
What's that?
Tight formation here by
12.
Woodbridge. Motion again, Lanier. This time he rolls right, throws right to a wide open Opoku, who goes down the sideline, still on his feet.
Wow,
dragged forward.
To the 40. He took that from the 31-yard line.
Very nice play. That time they used the motion to have a blocker protecting the quarterback's backside.
28-yard gain.
Another big play by Woodbridge.
On the JFK 41-yard.
As Woodbridge attempts to answer back after the touchdown by JFK to start the second half.
Guys, nothing for nothing, but that's the scariest Mustang I've ever seen.
First and 10, 41.
And off to the third back through, nothing there.
Little draw.
Carried it. Looked like Schuler carried it.
Yeah. Woodbridge with the full house backfield that time. Woodbridge taking their time now.
Gain of a foot. Yeah, they should be in no hurry. They should be taking as much time off the clock as they can in every play.
Woodbridge missed had one extra point blocked. Yeah, there we go. There's that Mustang. I asked before, Greg, if that was your graduating year, 73.
73, yep.
There you go. He's wearing that in honor of you, I guess.
Here's Schuler. Now he's got some room.
Powers
Crossing down across the first down. That's another big play.
Tell you what, Woodbridge looks effective in their first drive of the second half as well.
Absolutely. They seem to, throughout the game, when they needed a big play, they just keep coming up with them.
That's 12 yards for Schuler. Down to the 29.
Mustangs need to stop here. They can't let Woodbridge answer back with a touchdown.
Schuler again, off the right side again.
Looks outside.
Big gain again.
He looked to cut that back inside, then went back outside to find some space and picked up about 7 or 8 on that play.
He's getting some nice blocks at the line of scrimmage, but's doing a great job individually once he breaks through there into the secondary. His second effort is phenomenal.
Got to give Schuler 9 on that one. Coach's dream, 2nd and 1.
Yeah. Let's see if they take a shot now in the end zone.
They're in 4-down territory. I don't see why not. No, nobody split though.
Under center this time. They're going to keep it on the ground.
Schuler stopped at
Not
the
much
line.
there. Nice defense. He still escapes. I think he's still going to be short of the first down. Stop the clock there. Now what they're going to measure. Let's see where they spot it. Now we got a penalty.
Against Kennedy. That's
Kennedy,
bad.
and that'll give him the first down.
That hurts.
I don't know what that was for. We have a thing here.
Oh yeah, but there's so many by the time you find it.
Wait, what we're talking about here, folks, is
a thing.
It's a thing.
You got a thing.
A thing is a piece of paper.
Whatever thing it was 15. It was 15 yards.
That's a bad one.
That's 20 down to the what?
I think we had a little defensive holding there is what we had.
No.
Yeah, go back to ask him, can we run it back so we can see what the call was by the official?
When I say this thing, it's a piece of paper. It looks like you're got in grammar school or one of your driver's manual. There's 47 different
I'm not looking.
symbols.
Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's not it. No.
Could have been a late.
Looks like he put his hand behind his head like a charge in basketball.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. You're right. That almost looks like it right there, number 31.
That would be illegal batting, illegal kicking.
Oh, that's not it then.
Yeah, it had to do.
It's this one.
It had to do something.
Oh, there it is.
Failure to wear required equipment.
Oh yeah, somebody didn't have their mouthpiece or chin strap on.
15 yards.
Oh wow.
I'm going to pass it over to Kyle for a few minutes.
6:12 to go. Hello, Kyle. We're joined now by Council President Kyle Anderson.
Hey, how are you?
Another JFK alum, but with very strong contacts to Woodbridge High.
He played here, and his kid played in Woodbridge. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, how's it going? Cold night out here.
Oh.
It is winter.
We were expecting a closer game.
Yes.
But the Mustangs aren't giving up.
Mustangs aren't giving up, but they need to stop here. They can't.
No receivers. 3 backfield. Fudge
pitch out to Schuler, running around the left side. Can he turn the corner?
No.
Nope. Gets pushed out of bounds.
That's a couple of yards. Greg and I played here at different times. We had different helmets. His was no face mask, leather.
Get that leather helmet, right?
Leather helmet.
All right, Schuler picked up 2 when all is said and done.
So it's 2nd goal to go for Woodbridge from the Mustang 8. They're on top, 25-7.
Clock stopped on Schuler going out of bounds. You got to believe Nyers is telling everybody stay in bounds, run the clock.
Yep. Gives it to Schuler again. He's met in the backfield. Nice play there to greet him. His big number 75 for the Mustangs. That's Christian Cordozas, 5'11", 260.
He got through the A-gap in a hurry. Looks like they knew what they were doing. They're in that I formation. Third and goal.
Third and goal.
There's that
Yeah,
wacky
third and goal from
formation again.
Oh, yeah.
3 guys left, 3 guys right, like an extra point.
Here they come in a hurry, and Fudge is in trouble. That didn't work.
35 and 5.
I suspect we won't see that formation again.
Yeah, not the...
Number 5 is Jerry Mott. Number 35 is Brandon Ramirez. It was just a race to the quarterback, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Barons are going to try a field goal.
I was just going to say, they're down by, it's 25, so 3 gets them an even 3 touchdown lead.
The ball will be placed down at about the 27. It makes it a 37-yard attempt. Rakowski, we know, has a big leg.
Oh, he's got a booming leg.
It's actually at the 22.
Oh, it's
at the 22. It'll be a 32-yarder.
That might be good.
Oh, you're right. It's up and it is good. Wow. So Rakowski connects from 22. You're right, Kyle. Thank you very much. And the Barons go up on top, 28-7, with 4:43 to go.
A lot of leg behind that on a windy day.
He's got a big leg. So
32-yarder.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have another event that I have got to go to, and so I need to leave, and I'm going to leave you in the hands of Kyle and Greg and
where did Greg go?
John. Well, he went. I don't know. So he'll be up later, but I'm going to say goodbye.
Man.
Thank you all.
Enjoy
the 4th quarter. Bye bye.
So that makes up for the missed 2-point conversion. And it makes up for the blocked extra point.
And it makes it a 3-touchdown game.
Right, even. But if Kennedy scores 3 touchdowns, the best they can do is tie unless they go for a deuce. Rakowski now to kick off. And it's a good one. It's a really good one. Best one of the night. Inside the 5, almost to the goal line. Here comes King. And he's taken down there, looks like number 20. That is Natapoku. So it'll be 1st and 10. Sorry, Kyle. 1st and 10 at about the 27.
Now, Kennedy got themselves in a little bit of trouble in the first half with trying to throw the ball a little bit too much. They seem to establish some momentum with running the ball again, but they got to get on the board in a hurry.
Oh yeah, that was a good drive they had in the to start the 3rd quarter. Real good drive. Here's Roberts, hands off to Young, I think, and he picks up maybe 3. And here's Councilman Ficara back. I'll give him 2. 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs.
I think Greg was looking for the heater.
The headsets are good. It acts like a earmuff. Roberts back. Takes the snap, takes it himself. Up the middle, turns right, spins, and probably very close to a first, probably has it.
You're absolutely right. I think that, you definitely have to do that. However, knowing Bill Nyers and knowing that last year's score was 38-0, right? I don't know if he's just going to take the low victory. I think he wants to match that at least.
First down Mustangs. Pitch out to Young. Young left. There's a penalty flag. Young cuts back to the middle. Still on his feet, and he's back down around the 40. Forward progress probably take him to about the 42. Let's see what the penalty is. Yeah. It's against JFK.
When you see a flag in the backfield like that, 9 out of 10 times it's
not what you need to get back in this game. Not at all.
Yep, holding.
First half was essentially void of penalties, a handful of them. Moved very quickly. And that's a big one. That's going to take them all the way back to the 27-yard line.
But you brought up a good point, Greg, because we were saying how the township teams, it'd be great for them to all be in playing earlier in the season so that those games have meaning towards the playoffs. Otherwise, play it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan of Thanksgiving. I just think it's a nice family tradition.
Yeah.
First down, and it looks like more than 20, 21, 22 yards. Roberts back, takes a snap, hands off to Aston up the middle. No, it's a reverse. Or a trick play, not a reverse,
Yeah.
but it's out to Young, and Young has got a big gain.
Picked up about 15 yards, 16 yards.
Started at the 27.
I got fooled on that. I'd like to see the
me too.
replay.
Let's see the
on
replay,
that.
yeah.
Looks like he faked the dive. Okay, here we
Kicked
go.
the dive and flipped it.
Yeah. Fake
There it
the
is.
dive right there. There it is.
No,
Yep.
it's basically an option.
Yeah.
He just had to pitch it a lot quicker. Usually you're reading the end, but somebody came through the
Another
A gap.
penalty. Oh, timeout, boys. Another penalty.
Yeah, it was just a dive option, really. Yeah, it just looked a little different.
Back to the 23 now.
I don't know if you
Holy
were here
moly.
for Kennedy's. Were you here for
I
Kennedy's
was here.
only touchdown and saw that?
That pitch.
Yeah.
That Andrew Roberts. It was so it would have been ill-advised.
Yeah.
I know that every coach on the Kennedy sidelines was probably saying, "Don't pitch it, don't pitch it."
Yeah.
But playmakers make plays, and I've heard Coach Maurizio say that before. Playmakers are there to make plays.
Absolutely.
First down and 25 now. Roberts takes a snap, goes back, goes long, deep. Almost picked off. Good coverage there again by Tyler Smith. That kid can cover.
Yeah, Tyler, we've seen him take a couple and take them back to the house.
He did 90-yarder against
St. Joe's, South Plainfield.
Yeah, that was a great pick.
And he was with them all along. But I got to imagine they've got to show respect to Young and Step and Andrew Roberts' arm. So they're not going to just pack in the box in. They know they've got to respect that pass that Kennedy has.
Second and 25 now for the Mustangs. Clock down to 2:15. You wonder how many possessions they have left.
Got a pro set here.
Handoff left.
Straight up the middle.
There's a big gain.
Oh, that's a
first down and some. It's Aston.
Michael Hogan, or
I don't know who it is.
Looks like
but
Mike
boy,
Hogan.
Oh boy, down to the 30.
That's Mike Hogan.
Aston. No, 23. Oh, wait, am I
Mike
wrong?
Hogan. Michael Hogan.
Yep.
23.
Oh, we have 23 is Sean Aston.
Yeah, we have
Sean
Sean
Aston.
Aston. Yeah, 23.
Oh, the coach before. I'm sorry. One of the coaches before said that was okay. Sean Aston.
What a run.
That was a classic play where it almost looked like you had to pass the ball, and sometimes those inside dives work very well in those tough situations.
Yeah, and he was probably the least
41-yard gain.
The least expected guy to get the ball.
Yeah.
In that scenario.
That's what Kennedy needed. Boy, oh boy. 2:04 left in the third quarter.
Slot right.
Two receivers right. And he just missed, hitting number 3, Stepo Zigby.
Zigby had a step had a step on him.
Yeah.
He had a step on him.
Even
He
though
just let him a little too much.
there were 3 defenders in that area, he still was a little bit ahead of him.
Yeah.
Second and 10 now from the 32.
Back in my day, Kyle, in this game, it was Coach Osborne and Coach Lupo.
Is that right?
I mean, legends, Woodbridge legends. If you think about it, the 2 streets that are come into our schools are named after those guys. They were the coaches,
The Lupo family was there last week to dedicate the stands.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was cool. Shotgun. Roberts back. Hands it off to Young. He stopped behind the line, but then he bursts ahead for a tiny bit.
Yeah, a little dance.
Maybe got to the line, maybe a fraction of a yard.
Some things don't change either. I remember as a kid coming here in the 70s, and my biggest thrill was getting over there on that hill and playing a little Nerf football with all your friends, and the kids are over there doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You ask them what was the score of the game? I don't know, but I saw my buddy, and we rolled around.
He didn't have lights back then.
No, we didn't.
Third and 10 now, JFK. Big play. Roberts back. 2 in the backfield. 2 split left and right. Handoff goes to Young. He's going to go.
Wow, he's got about 3 or 4 players.
Yeah, he's dragging everybody.
Yeah.
Boy, that's a big gainer, probably a 30-yard gain.
And he's inside the 10-yard line. He's on the 7-yard line.
Terrence Young with a big run.
Here we go with this run back again. Just a great individual effort here. Changes fields.
Good block there by number 55.
Yep.
See who that is. That's
Terrence Young.
Anthony De Leon.
All-purpose yards that he's picking up.
First and goal from the 8. He's one of the leaders in the county in all-purpose yards. Bad snap.
Straight ahead.
Ari King gets inside the 5. Down to about the 5. He picked up 3.
Second down.
Aston back in the game now.
Well, you know, if they're able to punch this in, make it 28-14.
Oh, yeah, they have to.
Yeah, it's a game going into the fourth quarter.
Going into the fourth quarter. They got the momentum, and it's Woodbridge's job to respond.
Here comes Aston. No, it's
No,
Roberts.
still Roberts. He holds on to it, gets it in.
It.
Wow.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to try to pitch it like he did before, and he held on to it, made a spin move, and gets in.
He leaped in there.
And you want to talk about a kid facing some pressure now. Matt Scalia needs to make this extra point. Of course, they can cover it with a 2 later on, but who wants that pressure?
And this young man, before this year, had stepped on the field as a kicker.
And he won a game against New Brunswick with a 33-yarder.
Yeah, we remember when we interviewed him, he just shrugged it off like it was no big deal.
That's up.
He gets it up.
Good.
And he got a lot of height on that one.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game here in the second half. Let's go back to that touchdown. Here comes Roberts.
Nice fake.
Oh, wow. He fakes Martin out. Number 2 to number 2. Good block there by King. Roberts played that perfectly.
Yep. Gave a little hip.
Cut back by Roberts.
Now you see me, now you don't.
He froze him.
Yeah. He's got very good foot. His foot action is incredible.
Yeah, well, he's actually one of the best long jumpers in the county. Okay. And he's also a triple jumper. So, you know, he's good at using his feet, calculating his steps.
Absolutely.
Last year, Kennedy, I believe it was himself, his brother, and another guy. They won the
in the relay.
They won the relay long jump for the county.
Scalia now to kick. 3 seconds left in the quarter. What a third quarter it was. JFK won it 14-3. Squibber right at number 18, which is Victor Colazzo. Good field position for the Barons.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break. Great third quarter for JFK. Got back in this game. It's 28-14. Don't go anywhere.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Okay, we're back. John McCormick, Greg Vaccaro, Kyle Anderson. Let's see that touchdown again. Here comes Roberts.
You know, it was a nice initial fake, Kyle. He made a nice fake on that dive.
A little inside step.
Yeah.
Followed by a spin move. He had the blockers there. They were actually in the way.
He ran over his blocker.
Yeah. He wasn't going to be denied that touchdown. He was going in.
Let's see if the Barons now can get the momentum back and have a little drive. 1st and 10, 45. Fudge under center. One receiver left. Pitch to Lanier. He gets caught in the backfield and then does not get back to the line of scrimmage, so he lost a few.
Belly action didn't fool Kennedy's defensive line at all.
No. Mustangs are playing inspired right now.
They really are. And
loss of 2.
You know what? It's just great township football because, like you said, division-wise, it's insignificant and it doesn't have any bearing on their seedings. But it's just kids that see each other, know each other, that played against each other and competed against each other, and don't want to be outdone by their either their friends or their foe.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd and 12. Fudge fumbles the snap a little bit.
He's being
chased down. Oh, that's a tough hit.
Took a nasty hit to the head.
Oh, that's a tough hit, man. He's down. He's stunned.
I like to see that one again. That might have been a late hit. I
don't know. He got hit right at the sideline.
I think the hit was there, but I think that they're going to say he was leading with his head. Because you heard the helmet-to-helmet contact.
Yeah, you hear it up here.
Yeah.
Let's see that play again. See how close he is to the sideline. He's just about out of bounds when he gets hit.
He's being pursued here, and then the player comes up.
Yeah, the pursuit is Jerry Mott.
So he gets hit.
Yeah,
oh,
his head came down. You're right, Kyle. He came in head down.
Yeah.
That was the issue right there. His head came down.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Samantha Paglia.
I just talked to Mr. Daly and Mr. Slentz about the comeback that JFK is making, and they're saying that they showed up in the second half a lot, and they're showing a lot more spirit than they did in the first half.
Okay, thanks, Samantha. 1st and 10 now from the Kennedy 43.
I think if he would have kept his face mask up, it would have been a different story.
Yeah, Woodbridge has a backup quarterback in right now, number 17.
17 is Tyler Bork.
Tyler.
Yeah, he was stunned. I don't know. I hope he's okay, but he was Fudge was stunned.
Yeah.
But you know, Fudge did make a little bit of a move there, as if he was going to still pass it. So.
Yeah, and you know, like you definitely can't blame the kid for making the tackle. I guess it's really the helmet to helmet. The refs nowadays have to protect these kids from these types of hits.
They're very sensitive.
That head looked like it could have been a concussion hit because he hit him hard in the head.
You saw it, and he actually went underneath the bench. And when he was down there, he did put his head down. And I think we've all that played the sport have sustained a hit like that, where you just got to kind of gather yourself and you get a little rattle in there.
They're not looking at him. He's standing on the sidelines with his hands in his pocket with his teammates. They're not looking at him. His helmet's not off, and they're not asking him to, look left, look right, those kind of things.
Well, I think
that's a good sign.
I think he's probably going to just take the mandatory one play out. He probably just said, "I'm all right," and they're going to get him back in there.
So Schuler's also a quarterback, but they have Bork in, Schuler in the backfield. 3 receivers left. Handoff Schuler. Nothing doing, but he cuts back right. Still on his feet. Breaks the tackle. Still on his feet. Could almost have the first down, Schuler. I think he does. What a run.
It's great effort.
And Tyler Bork's going back to the sideline. Is it for the play or is it to get Fudge in?
I think he's getting the play.
Let's see that run again. See Schuler, nothing left. Bork actually was almost in his way. He didn't know it. There's a good stiff arm.
Nice stiff arm.
Good balance by Schuler, too. Look at that. And he comes up and he fakes the next guy around, gets a first down at the 32.
And you know, Greg, you bring up a great point before about, okay, you get your quarterback roughed up a little bit. What do we do with the playoffs on the line? Do you put him back in the game?
Absolutely.
Bork under center. Mishandled it almost. Pitched a little awkward. That's a rookie. That's not a rookie. That's an inexperienced quarterback with that play there. That was a little awkward.
And that's also coming in where you're not fresh. It looks like Fudge is taking a play from the coach here. But, when
that's a good sign.
You get a new set of hands underneath the center, it's always tough on the snap and the exchange. But it is good to see Fudge back out there.
Well, every quarterback's different, too, on the pitch. And
Sure. Yeah, your rotation, your spin move, and the height of the pitch, everything changes.
Let's see if Fudge shows any effects. He took a pop last week, too. There's a smooth pitch to Schuler, and he's going to have some room.
Yeah, you know, that's also something, because I mentioned a few weeks ago how he extends the play. A lot of times with his feet, he can get outside the pocket and keep the play alive. But when you do that, you are subject to some hits. The linebackers come up and they start making some hits on him.
Well, last week he missed a few plays, a few passes. He had Schuler wide open on one, and I was talking to some kid during the week. I saw out someplace, and he said, he took that pop, and I remembered the pop. Yeah. And he felt the impact of that pop, it looks like now.
Yeah. I
didn't think of it during the game.
It will impact your throwing.
Fudge shotgun. Lanier in motion, fakes to Lanier. No, he gave it to Lanier. Lanier gets banged. Wow. Who was that? Number 55, De Leon. Hard hit.
So he looks like he lost a yard on that one. So it'll be a 4th down. What do you do here? I don't know if Rutowski can kick a 50-yarder.
No, I think you got to go for it. Clock back running. If you're Woodbridge, every play you got to take as much off the clock as you can.
Absolutely, 9 minutes now.
He was doing a good job of that against St. Joe's. He was watching.
He did.
You know, he was watching the back judge, and he was giving him that 5-second countdown.
Glover right. Keep your eye on number 11 in this one. Up.
He caught him blitzing. That was a smart, hard count.
Still not enough for a first down, but it got him halfway there.
Yep, they were in an empty backfield set on that one too. So
empty backfield, and Kennedy was going after him. So, you know, come in with a hard count, draw him off sides.
Right, gives them a little bit of more of an opportunity now. Their play choice is a lot varied.
Exactly.
Plus, they started the clock all over again. Let's see it here. Oh, the whole team moved.
Whole team.
Whole line, I should say.
And they were actually, you could see that they were actually slanted in their pursuit because they were prepared for him to come and roll right.
Sledge back, alone in the. Oh no, Schuler, I'm sorry. Good
Oh,
rush.
it's set up perfect. He set up that screen perfect.
Schuler with a touchdown.
Walks in the end zone.
Yeah, quick screen, yeah.
Well, when you get a team that's leaning like that, a great call is a screen call.
Yeah, yeah. And he had a little bit of a rollout to the right, throws back to the left. Doesn't even have to be a great pass.
Really doesn't.
Yeah.
Really doesn't. Schuler was literally sitting there waiting for it. He'd pretty much fooled most of the defense.
So Woodbridge answers back after Kennedy's momentum took him to 2 touchdowns in the third quarter. Woodbridge answers back with the first touchdown of the fourth quarter. Now Rakowski will try to make it 35-14. Up and look how high he kicks it, how far he kicks it. I said last week, a couple of weeks ago, I said this kid's going to have a career in college. Craig says, yeah, in baseball, he's a pitcher. Let's get back to the touchdown here. Watch this play. Boy, Schuler's just hanging around waiting.
Yep. And he's got a lead blocker there, 79.
McDevitt helped him out there.
35 for the Mustangs, realized it, but just a little too late. He watched it go over his head.
Ooh.
And now it's a tall task for Kennedy. You need 3 touchdowns and 808. They got to score quick and often and hope for a turnover or 2, which Woodbridge has not done all game.
Now, Fudge has been pretty good this year in the turnover ratio. It really hasn't thrown many interceptions. And overall, the last few games, they haven't had too many turnovers.
Rakowski's got the win now. Let's see if he can put this one in the end zone.
He's got a 10-yard lead there to kick that one. Ooh, gets back to the 5. Andrew Allen.
Back to about the 25.
It's wrestled down right there.
And Woodbridge has their work. Kennedy has their work cut out for them.
Mustangs return the kickoff.
Now, Greg, when you played at Kennedy, you were playing them on the first game of the year,
right?
Yep,
absolutely. Yep, we played Woodbridge. Colonia was somewhere more towards the middle end, but yeah, Woodbridge was always the first game of the year.
And when I played here, it was our Thanksgiving Day game.
We had J.P. Stevens for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I think the 2 Edison schools finally realized, hey, why don't we play each other for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
First and 10, 25. Roberts takes the pitch, hands it off, and he's caught in the backfield. That was Young. He gets back and twirls to a yard or 2.
Young was blitzing on that one.
Good play there by number 59 from the Barons. That's Alex LaGrippa. We call his name a lot. The big man there, Anthony Woods. Look how big that dude is. Still got Alcott, Lanier on defense, Smith on defense, Glover in the backfield, Flores, Martin, Opoku. 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, and there's a flag that probably is not good for Kennedy. He jumped up. He picked up an extra yard or 2 at that leap.
He knows how to make people
Who was
miss.
that? Is it Young? I can't see who carried the ball.
Yeah, number 8.
It was 8? Okay.
Yes, number 8.
It's going to come back.
Tripping.
Yeah.
usually have that happen in the hallways at school.
Yeah, I was going to say that you got to work real hard to do that.
Yeah.
On offense, well, you know, you never see tripping on offense. That hurts. That really hurts. That ball is now down to the 18. Second and 18.
And the clock is running.
Not a good series of events for JFK. Need 21 points in 7 minutes.
Now they're split out pretty wide here with a slot left.
Fake handoff. Here comes Roberts. Cuts left. Now he's popped there by.
Yeah.
Was it Alcott or was it single digit? No, it wasn't Alcott.
Kyle, there's a huge gap on the line, the left side of the line for Kennedy. The center guard gap.
Wood, sorry.
I'm not sure if that's by design, but.
It's on the left side of the Kennedy line?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that.
Now, if they don't get this first down, they'll have to punt.
Oh, there certainly is, yeah.
Yeah, big gap in there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
On that whole side.
And whistle blows.
And, you know, Woodbridge doesn't line anybody up in there. They probably don't want to get trapped down on or sealed.
Yep.
But maybe that is something that they show.
Right.
Just to see if the team bites and lines somebody up in that gap.
Right.
But you're starting to see that. Like South Plainfield had some weird formations all year long. And you see these teams that are spreading it out more. Now Woodbridge is doing something like that down in the red zone.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, been fairly ineffective. But they just want to, I think, throw the team off and see how they line up.
Yeah. Create some seams.
Speaking of South Plainfield, Colonia at South Plainfield tonight with their undefeated 8-0 mark on the line.
And the
both Kennedy and Woodbridge have beaten South Plainfield, and Colonia beat both Woodbridge and Kennedy. I think South Plainfield's 2-5. Sorry.
Just got beat by Perth Amboy. Perth Amboy, I think their only win of the year is over South Plainfield.
Yeah, South Plainfield was good last year. They're a surprise this year. Roberts now 3rd and 15. Has to get this. He hands it off to Young. And
nowhere close.
Gains 6 or 7, but not enough. And they'll probably, what do you think here? They'll probably go for it, right? They have to go for it. They're not going to get 3 more possessions after this. The only chance they have is to score in this possession.
Well, you're either punting it away, coming back out with your reserves on defense, or you're trying to win it. But it's like with 5 minutes to go, you're down by 21 points. You got to at least say, all right, what are we trying to do here? And you're trying to win the game, but at what cost?
Especially with the playoffs on the line next week.
Here comes Roberts. He's going to be short of the first. Woodbridge will take over on downs for the 4th time today. And now it'll be interesting to see what the Barons do with the 3-touchdown lead in 5 minutes. Let's see if they get.
Who do they bring out there?
Let's see. They got number 77. That's Elon Capers. He's a regular. He's a starter. 79's McDevitt. He's a starter. 51 Bueno's a starter.
Backup quarterback.
51's Eddie Consitis.
Yeah, he's got in. He's bringing Tyler Bork out.
That's good. That's
smart
good.
Smart move. You know, there's nothing to gain here by either, you know, rubbing it in and advancing the score. Get some of these guys some experience and rest some of your.
Glover split left. Work under center. Hands it to Schuler. Mix up. Doesn't stop Schuler. And he turns the corner. He's still up, and he's close to a first down.
Now, not seeing Schuler on the sidelines lets me think that Coach Nyers is saying, I'm going to take care of my quarterback, but last year we lost 38-0. I might like a 42-14 score.
Now, you know what? After last week, he was 14-7 over St. Joe's.
Took a knee.
But then again, that's not a revenge game.
No, not at all. You open up the door when you have a game like that.
Still the starters for Woodbridge, except Bork over Fudge. This is still the starters. Is that Martin in the backfield now? Yeah, he gets the ball and he goes right up the middle. Oh, what a tackle there.
Martin up the middle.
That's his first carry of the night. He shows up as a tight end on the roster. I have not seen him carry the ball all year. But he took
Praise
that-
Martin?
Yeah.
Percy Martin. Percy Martin, he's got some wheels.
Yeah, he took that ball right up the middle, got 8 or 9. I stopped keeping stats.
No, that wasn't you. It was your ink. I think it froze.
Yeah, maybe. Looks like a stoppage of play. We'll take that opportunity to thank our crew. The camera crew, Emil Brandolfi, Ryan Dawson, Raj Sarohi, and Asaf Berenfeld. On audio, Steve Quetchen. Graphics, Gina Forbes. Slow-mo man, the slow man himself, Joe Fernandez. Technical director, Clint Higgins. And, of course, the director, the great Lee Beckerman. What a crew. What a game. What a telecast. Glad that replay got to work.
Yeah,
I love the replay.
The addition of the replay really is very sharp, you know.
Oh, and to have that in high school sports, I mean, it really adds to watching the game at home.
Yeah.
After you're there and you want to see it again, and you tell your teammates, oh man, if I could only see that play again, and boom, there it is.
Yeah.
Well, if you're home, you can rewind if you got it on.
That's true.
Okay, 1st and 10. One receiver left. That's Glover. Everybody else packed inside. Bork under center, standing there, probably letting the clock go down. He's well trained. What is Bork? He's a
junior. He is also a second generation Woodbridge Baron.
Oh yeah?
Under center, straight handoff.
I was looking at the book that Nick Sardone and his crew wrote, and I saw a picture of his father, Billy Bork, back in 1984.
Speaking of Dr. Nick Sardone, he's got a book on Woodbridge High School football. You can buy it any morning at the Colonia Dunkin' Donuts in Inman Avenue.
The history and tradition of Woodbridge football.
Yeah.
Fantastic compilation of records, statistics, and stories.
He's got some cool stuff in there.
You know, Nick is in the Jersey City State University Hall of Fame.
Is he really?
Yeah, yep, absolutely. I was just up there and I saw the Wall of Fame and he's up there.
Wow.
Glover right, number 27 in the game, Yusuf Masad. He's a senior, so getting him some time. He's not a starter, so that's pretty cool by Coach Nyers. And now Bork gives it to Yusuf Masad.
Some basic football there. You know, Kyle, we were talking about the instant replay and being a former player. Sometimes that instant replay can haunt you. If you had a bad play and the coach runs it back and you're watching the film.
If you're on the opposite end of a good play, it's not one that you want to see again.
That's when you shrink down in your seat.
Oh, we used to say in film session, the big eye in the sky don't lie.
Yeah.
Glover goes out of the game now and gives Tracy Fudge a big hug. So 2 starters out now for Woodbridge. Percy Martin still in the backfield. Number 81 split right. That's Darren Tabon in the game. Bork hands it. Oh, somebody got popped. Was that Masad again?
I like what Coach Nyers is doing here because he knows, hey, we could go in here and try and punch in a real late one, but we're going to burn the clock. We're going to do it with our young guys. If we score between the tackles, then we deserve to score.
Right.
But we're not doing any plays of trickery, and we're not doing it with our starters at this point. Take the victory, and I'm sure you'll probably see a knee here. Well, actually, it's the last play of the series if they don't get the first down for them.
Tavon right, Bork under center. And off to Percy Martin. He's also a senior, so maybe he's giving those guys a bunch of carries at the end, which is pretty cool.
Now, John Haley leaned over and said to me, which is very true, Woodbridge Barons have assured themselves a winning season this year. This is their 6th win, and they have, no matter what happens in the playoffs.
So all 3 Woodbridge teams have a winning season. Kennedy is 6-3 now too.
Greg, did Greg know that trivia question you gave me a couple of weeks ago?
I don't know if I asked Greg.
When was the last time all 3 Woodbridge Township schools finished the season with winning records? What year?
Wow, no, I wouldn't know the answer to that.
1993. Kyle knew it. You get 92.
I guess 92, but 93 was the answer.
Huh. But since the playoffs have been used in New Jersey, this is the first time all 3 schools have qualified for the playoffs?
I don't know.
Yes.
Is that? Okay.
Yeah.
All in the same season?
Yep.
Same division. and same bracket for the group. So they could end up facing each other. These teams.
I'm glad they don't at first. You know, I think that's cool that they don't.
Yeah, they're all somewhere else. And it increases our chances of Woodbridge Township teams going further into playoffs.
Absolutely.
In fact, if Kennedy wins and they're home, they will play Colonia if they win in their home.
Yeah.
If it stays this way, because there's residual points. Here comes Roberts to Ozigby, taken down hard by number 21, Fassan Tawfiq. I guess so the way that works, Kyle, to explain to the audience, is you have your power points now, but if teams you beat win, you get residual points. So nothing's final.
Yeah, you won't know the seedings until everything's over tonight.
Roberts to Rudolph.
Or tomorrow if you have some teams that play on Saturday. And you'll get some residual points, and you can move a spot up in the bracket or a spot down. Minute 3 left in the game. And Kennedy is not giving up. They want to at least make an improvement on the...
Here comes Roberts with a big game.
Oh,
fumble! Picked up by Woodbridge. That looked like Bork, number 17, with the fumble recovery.
And that should seal it.
Well, it was sealed a little while ago, but yeah,
that'll be it.
Victory formation.
There you go.
Let's see the fumble again if we can.
Yeah, that just popped out. Nice effort here.
Yeah,
he had the first down.
He had the ball put away, but 22 wrapped him around his right arm, and
22 was Breedy Yarn Bowles, and 26 Dawood LeBron.
And Tyler Bork recovered the fumble.
You know, sometimes when you're really giving that second and third effort, those things happen.
Exactly.
You know?
Trying to make a play.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now we take a knee. So let's see. We have on the Barron's side, Schuler had 2 TDs and Lanier had 3. And maybe we'll get them on after the game. We'll try to talk to Fudge and hope he's okay. Maybe we'll bring in Rakowski too. Let's get all the Woodbridge touchdowns here. This for the whole game. First one, let's get this play over with.
Yep, that should do
First one should be Lanier.
Right.
What a move.
The next one
2 spin moves on
should be Lanier.
He turned on the burners
he's
there.
A nifty little running back.
Next one should be Schuler. And the next one should be the pick by Lanier right there.
What a day he's had.
Yeah, he went up.
I remember him since he's 6 years old playing flag football for me.
Next one is Young for Cal. Oh, this is the 2-point conversion. No, what was that? Oh, that's all the Woodbridge TDs. That's the last TD to make it 35.
Yep.
All 5 Woodbridge TDs, 3 by Lanier, 2 by Schuler. Kennedy countered with 1 by Roberts, 1 by Young, but not enough. And the Barons visit JFK and come out with a 35-14 win. Both teams finish at 6-3 with the winning record, which we said before, so that's very good. Both teams in the state playoffs. Barons have a real good streak going. Kennedy has nothing to be embarrassed about, finishing with a 6-3 record after being 4-4 last year. Woodbridge was 2-7 last year. Now they're 6-3.
They are considered the most improved team in the county right now.
Yes, absolutely. So let's go down to the field, talk to some of the players. Thanks for watching, folks. Woodbridge 35, JFK 14. A real good game. Woodbridge came out early, 28-0. Kennedy made it a game with 2 touchdowns early in the second half, but not enough. Woodbridge tacked on that 5th touchdown and put it away. We'll be back. Okay, we're here now with 4 of the stars from the night's game. 35-14 Barron victory over the Mustangs. To my right, Nate Lanier, number 30. 3 touchdowns. To his right, Tracy Fudge, the quarterback. To his right, Harry Rakowski, the big booming kicker. And to his right, 2 touchdowns from Zanier Schuler. Let me start with you, Nate. You first half, man, that was probably the best half you'll ever play.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to do so good in the first half. I mean, there's always just great blocking. I mean, by everybody. I mean,
yeah. And the pick, man, the pick is what, because if there's 21-0 at the half and they scored 2, it's 21-14, whole different game from 28-14. The pick was huge.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even expect to pick it off. I was just looking up and then I saw the ball and I just jumped for it, and then that was it.
All right, Tracy, first question. How's your head, man?
I'm doing fine.
You sure you took a shot?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What did it feel like? I mean, what did you think about the play? Do you think he hit you late?
No, he didn't hit me late. It was helmet to helmet, but he didn't do it intentionally.
All right, great. Kyle, you want to take a couple questions?
Well, I think that Tracy had a fantastic football game. I want to say I brought this here for your mother tonight. This was our number 10 Baron. I wanted your mother to wear this. She keep that tradition going of the number 10 quarterbacks going there. So I had that with intention. But you know, Schuler, you had some hard runs. Did you feel that they were keen on you tonight at all?
Not really. I just feel like they're game planning across the whole team. They just looked from the quarterback to running back to receiver. So I don't feel like I'm keyed out. Like just one by me, it's the whole team that they plot against.
All right. Well, I think that when they do key on you, Tracy's able to find some other weapons. And just one question for Harry. Harry, you struggled a little bit earlier this year with some extra points, and tonight the coach had confidence in you to put you in to make a nice long field goal, and you did. It was a 32-yard field goal. Congratulations on that. But how do you feel with your kicking?
It's good. It's good. It's not just me though. It's everyone, because if the line doesn't block and the snap doesn't get there and the hold isn't there, then I can't do anything that I can do. So.
Okay. All right. I'm going to pass it over to.
Well, first, tell me about coming off last year, a disappointing season. Now you guys are in the playoffs. You finished 6-3. Tracy, how do you feel about that?
This year was a big year for us because we knew what kind of talent we had, and we knew what kind of coaching we had. So we all just wanted to come together and improve from last year. And I think we did. We're doing a great job of that.
All right, last question. Whoever wants to can answer it. But last year, JFK spanked you late in the season. 38-0. You had to be thinking about that as you practiced all week. The coach had to be talking about that. Who wants it?
I want this one. last year I wasn't able to play against JFK, so that really was like. Last year I didn't get to play against JFK, so that really touched me. So all week, coach was just stressing. Remember what happened last year. Remember at halftime what the feeling was and how we were down and how everybody's heads were down. So he was just making sure we stayed up, and we were trying to repeat what happened, do to them what they did to us last year, and we came out pretty good.
So right now it looks like you might have Irvington, probably going to have Irvington away. How do you feel heading into that game?
We feel like if we play the same way, play together, execute, we can beat anybody in our bracket.
Great. So you lost too early, and then to Colonia, which finished probably, if they beat South Plainfield tonight, undefeated. But you guys are certainly on a roll.
Yeah.
All right. So here, take that for him, will you?
We're staying together this year. This is totally different from last year. Together, we're just a family. We're just making sure we pick each other up. If we're down, they score. We make sure everybody on offense that's not on defense, we pick them up, tell them it's okay, it's one score. We can stop them next time. And every time the defense let them get up a touchdown, we let them know that the offense is going to score the next drive.
And just last question for me. Last week, you iced the game against St. Joe's, just running up all over the field at the end of the last drive. Did you want to get in? Did you saw the coach say take a knee? You had to feel like you wanted to get that touchdown.
Yeah, I wanted it, but it's all out of respect. Coach Nyers didn't want to disrespect him. We didn't have to score, so it was okay. I was fine with it.
And he said something about taking you guys to a movie before the season. Tell me about that.
Before the season started, we all as a family together, the Fifth Quarter Cup, put enough money for us to go watch When the Game Stand Tall, the football movie. And we watched the movie, and we always relate back to it because a lot of the stuff that happened in the movie is happening during the season. And they just talk about being a family, not being an individual, and worrying about like being a Baron instead of being your individual person. So it was cool. It was a cool thing. It was a cool thing to do.
Tremendous. Well, best of luck next week, guys. Craig, you want to throw in any questions? Or
I just think, as a resident of Woodbridge Township, to have our 3 high schools qualify for the playoffs and be in the playoffs, we're very proud, and keep up the good work and go Barons.
Hey, good luck, man. Tracy?
Thank you.
Great game. Harry? Zanier?
Good job, man.
All right. We also have Samantha and Paglia here, who is a Kennedy student. Must feel a little bit sad right now, but tell me your thoughts on the game.
I think the Mustangs came back really well in the third quarter, but it just wasn't enough. So.
Yeah, it was that pick at the end of the first half really put it away.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, Kyle, your final thoughts on the game?
No, we're just, like you said, excited. It is good to hear that the coaches were thinking about respecting the other team at the end of the game and not really looking to try to run it up on them. It's an insignificant game. to both teams as far as the playoffs or the division. Why get anybody hurt, and why create any ill will feelings towards one another?
Except that it's a cross township game, man. Come on. Everybody, Woodbridge, Kennedy, Colonial, when they play, it's a little bit of a different level.
Yeah, I'd love to see it back on Thanksgiving again if they're going to play at the end of the year. I know that a lot of coaches sometimes that interrupts that's right in the middle of the playoffs, so I can understand. But teams like Piscataway, Perth Amboy, Carteret, they've been playing on Thanksgiving, and they don't intend on stopping that.
Greg, when these kids come over, it almost looks like they must be watching ESPN. They know how to act. They know how to answer the questions. They know how to show respect for everybody.
Absolutely. I think it's a reflection on the coaches. And you'll notice, as Kyle said, the respect on the field. You'll see players of opposite team helping each other up. That's not regular. That's not common. I think that comes from the coaches and the coaches' behavior. The players' behavior reflect the coaches' teaching. So it really was an outstanding game all the way around.
We've got 3 coaches. We said it in the game. You weren't in there for the first half, but all 3 coaches have Woodbridge ties. Coach Rory grew up here. Maurizio grew up here. And Nyers grew up here. So did Nyers grow up here?
Yeah, Nyers
he did, right? Okay.
Reading,
Okay, yeah.
Coach Rory and I actually graduated the same year together. He played at Bishop Bar, but he grew up on Brown Avenue, right where I live.
Right.
So we used to play together as kids. So I'm real excited for him and what he's doing. And Coach Maurizio, he was an Island Giant, played football here at Kennedy. And Bill Nyers grew up in Port Reading. He was a coach, and he's here on actually second time around.
Do you think we'll ever see a year like this, assuming Colonia beats out Plainfield? That's 21-6 combined record for our 3 teams in a 27-game season.
I sure hope so. I mean, I've got a couple of little guys here, and they're excited just coming out here. I mentioned before, they're just coming to a Kennedy game, whether it's a Kennedy game because they know, hey, Dad played here. They go to the high school game at Woodbridge. They know that their older brother played there. I'd love to see the tradition continue. We've got these great athletic facilities. Why not have some great teams behind them?
Last question. Think it's all about the fields this year? New fields, new stands. You think that's turning everything around? Or
Ask
what?
her that question.
What do people think, Samantha, about the field in school? I mean, they've got a great new track, great new football, soccer field. The baseball, softball field is almost done. Do people talk about it? Do they like it?
Yeah, definitely. I knew everyone was excited about all the new fields, so it was big.
Terrific. All right, that's our coverage of Woodbridge beating JFK 35-14. It's freezing. We want to go home and get in our cars and warm up. Thanks for watching. John McCormick, Kyle Anderson, our council president, Greg Ficarra, our councilman, and Samantha Pagli, our sideline reporter. Thanks for watching. It was a really good game. Woodbridge came on early. 3 touchdowns in the first half, followed by a pick right before halftime. 28-0. It turned out to be too big of a hurdle for JFK to overcome, but they certainly tried. They got it to 28-14, and then 25-14, then a field goal, and then a late touchdown. It was all Woodbridge. So thanks for watching, folks. We wish all 3 teams the best of luck in the upcoming state playoffs.